Across the country, teachers and students are getting more from academics by focusing on their communities through service learning. Learn and Serve America is the largest funder of these programs. Today, we proudly recognize 3 grantees who embody the spirit of service learning. Student Adam Handy of Belfry High School in Pike County, Kentucky. Educator Dawn Davis from the Moriarty School in Norwich, Connecticut. And Program Awardee, the 2nd grade class of Mary Ruth Townsend from Pittsburgh Elementary School in Texas. These leaders received the 2009 Spirit of Service Awards for turning their ideas into action for the betterment of communities and education. Adam Handy certainly had big ideas for the Pike County Youth Leadership Council. As president, he helped form a committee to tackle issues and change policy related to childhood obesity, drug addiction, animal rights, and tobacco use.
Service learning is important because it's real. I understood immediately how to take the knowledge that I'd gained about how government works and apply my new skills to get something done in my community.
Service learning, because it's experiential and real, empowers kids to connect the dots between theory and reality. And making connections like that represents deeper thinking than rote memorization does. It leads to a more integrated thinking, better social behavior, and action.
Dawn Davis turned her idea for a community garden into a labor of love for elementary-age English language learners. Her students grow fresh produce for a local food bank while learning about horticulture, nutrition, and economics. The 2nd graders in Mary Ruth Townsend's class take on equally diverse projects and use them to reinforce their academics. Recently, they created the College Bound program, which promotes the benefits of a college education to kindergarten through 3rd grade students.
Some educators are still skeptical. They wonder if service learning helps students, and I tell them without a doubt that these academic standards are not only addressed, but they're truly absorbed and practiced. Learning is more real.
My favorite experience so far has been the College Bound program. I learned that going to college I can be whatever I want to be.
As our nation increasingly calls upon the power of the individual to effect change, service learning is a valuable tool to achieve results. Adam Handy does his part. He is active in numerous community agencies, serving on task forces and sitting on community boards. Through the Youth Leadership Council, he leads at least 2 service learning projects a month, and each one strives to improve the lives of thousands.
People often say that it's important for young people to get involved in their communities because we're the leaders of tomorrow. But I say there's no reason we can't lead today. Young people have a perspective, we have concerns, and we already look at things differently.
Most of Dawn Davis's students come from countries with challenging economic circumstances. She helps them discover new perspectives by framing the needs of others as their paramount responsibility.
It's all about empowering kids and channeling their energy. They have a lot of energy and a lot to offer, and they turn on to whatever captures their imagination. So service learning is a framework for kids to put their ideas into action, and it helps them understand you matter, your ideas matter, and you can do it.
Mary Ruth Townsend's 2nd graders fully recognize they have the power to make a measurable difference. They are learning lessons that will aid them in school and stay with them for life.
Being service-minded is good for us as a nation because becoming involved and thinking about one's community is really a better way for children to learn and for people to achieve. Think about others and it will naturally make better people out of each of us. Imagine the world in 20 years when kids who've been engaged since they were 6, 7, or 8 years old in service learning become adults. We will all be so lucky to live in that America.
Service learning brings extraordinary advantages to everyone involved. By taking part in meaningful projects with tangible results, students learn firsthand how their math, language, science, art, and civics lessons apply to life outside the classroom. They take pride in their work as well as their academic performance. Dawn Davis's young gardeners have donated approximately 150 pounds of food each season. In the classroom, their test scores have steadily improved, and their attendance rate is higher than any other in the school.
My class is entirely made up of immigrant children who are all new to this country and our culture, and much of traditional learning assumes basic cultural understanding of what things are and how things work in our country. So taking a hands-on, action-based approach was really key to personalizing lessons.
Students also forge valuable connections with others who have a vested interest in their accomplishments.
Partnerships and networking are probably the things that were the biggest and nicest surprises of our service learning projects. They expand your ability to help the community. There's an accountability that comes from establishing community ties that is extremely significant for kids my age.
And service learning projects give students confidence that carries over into their schoolwork and other aspects of their lives.
Service learning brings out the leader in kids. Leadership means seeing a problem and taking actions to correct it. These are the kinds of experiences that make kids want to get involved.
Service learning is special because we get to practice being leaders and help people at the same time.
This year's Learn and Serve America Spirit of Service Award recipients have demonstrated extraordinary examples of linking service to education. By turning ideas into action, they are meeting vital needs in their communities and enriching the academic experience. They are planting the seeds for success in school and for a lifetime of service.